Welcome to Spoken Reviews, home of the Spoken Reviews. Today, guys, we're doing an update on my 2015 Ram 1500. Alright, guys, as you can see, right now at the 4-year mark, we are sitting at 88,000 miles on the truck. So over 4 years, that's looking at about 22,000 a year, which seems like a lot of miles, but for Texas and just in the South, that's pretty normal. Putting anywhere over 20 to 25,000 miles a year is pretty normal. Real quickly, as you can see, the fuel economy that I have latest is 18.1. For me personally, over the last 4 years, anywhere from 18 is pretty normal, depending on how aggressive I'm driving. This is the V6 3.6 liter engine. And I think that's a pretty good expectation to get. So I'll kind of break it down for you. Best case scenario, when you are cruising on the highway, and if you're, not going over 80, if you're cruising at like 70, 75, you can get 21, sometimes 22, depending on, if you're going up or down of the grade. But mixed driving, expect to get somewhere in the 18 to 17, depending on how much of a lead foot you are. Now, I mentioned it earlier, this is the 3.6 Pentastar V6 engine that Chrysler puts in many other vehicles. They use this as the entry-level engine for the Ram, I believe the Charger, the Challenger, and also the Caravan, the Dodge Caravan they have. So it's a very strong, popular engine. It has a lot of pickup and go. For the last 4 years, I've been extremely impressed with this engine, and I haven't had any problems with it. So anyone who's kind of curious about, should I get the Hemi or the V6, like, the Hemi's a lot of fun. But if you're looking for, more just economy and more of a budget, this Pentastar is amazing. Now, the one funny thing that you can see is the same exact design for the V6 and the V8, just that there's more space. So you get this bigger gap right here whenever you get the V6. All right, guys, so we'll kind of do a quick walkthrough. As you can see, after 4 years, 88,000 miles, the vehicle still looks amazing. They're the normal highway scratches, which is what to expect from a vehicle, but, this has been my daily driver for the last 4 years, so it's been fantastic to me. A couple dings in there, people hitting me with, doors and parking lots, but overall, I've been extremely impressed with the vehicle. It's held up great, and it's exceeded my expectations. Before getting the Ram, I heard some bad publicity on the Ram. Sometimes you might see that, just complaints about it over time and historically. But I can definitely say that with this 2015, I haven't had any problems at all. It's just been amazing, and I really do enjoy the vehicle. So for anyone who's out there who's thinking about getting it, you can kind of see here's the condition of the vehicle. Still looks fantastic in my opinion. I actually like this design more than I like some of the newer refreshes. So like the 2015 versus the 2019, I prefer this, and I believe they're even selling a 2019 Classic, just because there's still a lot of consumer demand for this style of vehicle. It's still very, very popular. So another question that people always ask me is, how's the interior holding up? So I kind of just want to show you the seat. As you can see, the seat is holding up well. No real wear and tear. I mean, it's holding up pretty firm. And I'm a big boy. I range anywhere from 230 to 245 depending on what time of year. So catch me after Christmas, it might be a little heavier. But as you can see, the seat is holding up fantastic. The driver's seat looks fantastic. As far as the interior, you guys can see it's still looking really good. This is just the Lone Star, nothing too special, and all I'm doing is using just wipes and Armor All wipes to kind of keep it clean. But you guys can see for your own that the interior is holding up extremely nice, still nice and shiny. And I'm only cleaning it, probably only once every month, once every 2 months. I do take it to the car wash for the exterior, but as far as the interior, I'm kind of just let it go. But you can kind of see it looks really good. Passenger seat in the front still looks good too. So you can see the seat is holding up well, just like the driver's seat. So definitely impressed with the overall durability of the interior of the vehicle. Definitely holding up really well. When talking about long-term testing, the other thing is the kind of the small finishes. So you can see the seals are still holding up extremely well. There's been no issues with the seals in this vehicle, and in some of my past vehicles, this is some of the things that you see first, especially like in Texas, where you get big swings in temperature. It gets extremely hot and humid, and we also get a little bit colder in the Fort Worth, Dallas area. But as you guys can see, it's still holding up extremely well. You can definitely see that's a little dirty still, but all the trim all around the vehicle has been holding up extremely well. So definitely just a testimony to just the overall build quality. Like I said, after 4 years, 88,000 miles, all the small details in this vehicle are holding up extremely well. All right, guys, let's talk about this actual vehicle. So I still have my window sticker. As you can see, this was a 2015 Ram 1500 Lone Star Crew Cab Edition, so 4x2. For me personally, I don't need the 4x4, and I think it was an extra maybe $3,000 or $4,000 to get that, and just wasn't worth it for me, so I didn't get that. As you can see on the sticker, the base price was $35,695. I believe I paid $30,400 for this vehicle with all of the incentives. I did roll in the taxes. I think I had a little bit of negative equity with my last vehicle, so my actual loan ended up being I think $34,000, and I just paid that off after 4 years. So thank God the vehicle was paid off, and I'm loving it, and there's been no issues at all. So yeah, as you can just see the options on this, pretty standard. Like I said, Ram 1500 Lone Star Crew Cab. The rear axle ratio is 3.21, which is just good for me. I really don't do any towing. This has been a solid vehicle, so definitely a reasonable choice for a lot of people who don't want to spend a ton of money. Some of these trucks can get up to $55,000, $60,000, but for me, getting this particular trim at the $30,000 price point has been a fantastic choice. After 4 years, it's held up fantastic, and my general goal is to keep this vehicle for another 10 or 15 years. So we'll see if that happens, but that's kind of my plan now that it's paid off. So in 2015, when I got this vehicle, one of my must-haves for the vehicle was to get the what I called back then the big screen. So this is the 8.4-inch Uconnect. Now, as of 2018, they have the bigger 16-inch screen, which is basically two of these stacked on each other. But so far, this has worked perfect. I do wish that they did have the Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. They didn't offer at the time, but I'm still loving the Uconnect. I haven't had any problems with it. It works just as advertised. The other thing that I really do like about this vehicle, one of the reasons why I decided this vehicle, is also the other nice big screen on the center console. So this is, I believe it's a 4-inch screen. So all the options that I need for personally have been in the screen, and it's been fantastic. And like I said, after 4 years, it's held up just fine. So it's been fantastic. As you can see, just got an oil change 1,000 miles ago, so I still have a while for the next oil change. Oil temperature looking good, transmission temperature looking good, and vehicle tire pressure looking good. So definitely, I really enjoy just the layout of this vehicle, the screens and everything. And I was a little bit concerned about having more computers, there's more things to fail, but like I can tell you, after the last 4 years, 88,000 miles, I've had no issues with it at all. All right, guys, I'm just gonna gun it so you guys can see. So the V6 got some pickup. Really, the beauty of this is that 8-speed transmission. But you can see you definitely have plenty of pickup and go with this vehicle. I've never been in a position where I felt like I didn't have enough go power. I've always felt like I've had, enough get up and go. So definitely, it's not the Hemi, but in my opinion, it definitely gets the job done. In conclusion, after 4 years and 88,000 miles, I can definitely say that I would highly recommend this vehicle. I love it. This is one of my favorite vehicles. It's fantastic. I've had no maintenance, no issues with it at all. Just get the oil changed and, you know, rotate the tires. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them below. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button for me. And if you want to see more videos like this, I will be doing another video once I get to 100,000 miles and another one at probably 150,000 miles. But if you want to make sure you see those, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, guys. Thank you and have a good day.